Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3-0 Take, where we talk all things Major League Baseball. Here's Kyle Corwin and Nate Reyes. It all starts right now.
Oh, welcome back to the 3-0 Take, presented by Chinook Eatery. This is episode 570. I'll be your host, Kyle Corwin. I'm here with my co-host, Nate Reyes. Nate.
KC, how are we?
I'm loving this, man. What a time to be a baseball fan.
What a finish.
What a finish we have on our hands. And look, I put out a tweet. Was it yesterday? I said, shout out to the baseball fans still locked in on baseball season. Only the real sickos are dialed in this time of year. I got to, shout out to the people that were in agreement with me. You're like, yeah, checking in, sicko right here. But I got a lot of blowback of people being like, what are you talking about? This is the best time of year. I know it's the best time of year. This was addressed to the casuals that checked out the second football started and don't know what time of year it is for baseball and how significant it is. So you're preaching to the choir. I already know. You already know. If you're listening and or watching, you already know about how
you are in fact a sicko.
You are in fact a sicko, and you know how great how great the end of September rolling into October is. We know this, but I was just addressing the people, that aren't aware. So wanted to clear the record there. But like you said, what a finish. We got the games tonight, Monday, pretty much have little to no significance or impact.
The only team I saw that matters is the Giants. Kinda matters. They have 1-0 lead right now.
Yeah, which really means that it's Tuesday on is when we really get this thing cooking for this final stretch. 6 games left, each team starting Tuesday. And boy, Nate, I got to be honest with you. I was completely unaware how much of a free fall the Tigers have been in.
It crept up on me. I was not aware that it's this ugly.
I mean, I get it. You're up 15 and a half games. If it drops to 13, then to 9, it's like, okay, the Tigers still got control of the division. But when it gets down this close with a week left of baseball, and it's not just it's not just the Tigers, man. There's so much that we have to talk about.
We got to get into a lot.
The Mets. I threw out the idea not too long ago. I said there's a very realistic possibility that we're watching a postseason in 2025. In the month of October of the year 2025 without the New York Mets. And as it stands right now, there's a very good chance that happens.
Oh, boy.
And then you got the Cincinnati Reds who are like, hey,
they listen to the pod. I think we called them out a week ago.
Credit to you. I think you're like, hey, yo, where's the urgency? And then they were like, here it is. The Reds are like, hey, how about a little winning streak to really make things interesting? And by the way, we own all the tiebreakers that we could possibly ever need.
That's a good point.
So this week is about to be a doozy. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way. No disrespect. Let's acknowledge the fact that the Blue Jays and the Dodgers have both clinched. The Blue Jays being the first team to do so, with their win on Sunday against the Royals. Shout out to the Blue Jays. I have to say, we talk all the time. Really, just over the last couple of weeks, I've really driven home the point of how it's hard for me to believe in a team that clinches with a loss. The Blue Jays had snapped a 4-game losing streak in order to get into the dance. So put a little green check mark next to the Blue Jays for me.
Right.
Not that I'm putting them in the World Series, but that, I'm not just gonna automatically write them off.
Not a red flag,
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, breathing down their neck, man. I'm a Red Sox fan for the next 3 games, which is weird.
I'm gonna clip the first part of that.
Just that.
Yeah. Right after fan.
Gotcha.
You shouldn't have
That's
said.
mean.
You shouldn't have said that. Honestly, I mean, I know you can do pretty much anything with AI, and I probably could have manufactured that. But the fact that you just came out and said it, I mean, that's
Well, that's the way it goes, man.
It's bold.
Trying to win the division.
Their Blue Jays are seeking. Did you realize that the Jays haven't won the division since 2015?
I didn't know that. I don't want it to be this year.
I think it's going to be this year.
I mean, it's going to take a little bit of a miracle, but I think we're witnessing crazier things as we speak.
Yes. And I'm assuming you're talking about the collapses, the aforementioned collapses of the Detroit Tigers and or the New York Mets. Can we really say though that the Blue Jays are on any sort of slide that would make you believe that they would cough up the division in the last week of the season?
I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's
or are the Yankees playing well enough to catch them? That's the other part of this.
The Yankees are playing well enough to catch them. They're facing the White Sox for the next 3 games, and then they have the Orioles for the last 3 games.
The scrappy Sox from the South Side?
Yeah. Something like that. Whereas, Blue Jays, like I said, have the Red Sox, and then they have the Rays. I mean, I will say that they're at home the whole time. So that'll be interesting. I don't know. It's just it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. I think it'd be a huge jump because I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Moving on.
Realistically, real quick, what is the likelihood or 6 games left? What are we thinking that the best record that's going to come out of the American League is going to be? The Jays have 90 wins.
I'll say,
I mean, barring any sort of, last final week collapse, we'll just go ahead and say it's the Jays. Let's say they go 4-2. You're telling me the best team in the American League is going to finish with a record short of 95 wins?
I mean, we're not going to have a 100-game winner, which is crazy.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely
and
not.
I told you we could save those receipts too. Told you to hammer the under on the Dodgers, which it was at 102, something like that. Let me pull up the notes. I told you.
Honestly, let me make a note real quick to pull that receipt because that was a good pull.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't have a piece of paper, so should I write this on my hand? Is that bad?
Yeah. Yes.
I did that as a
win
kid.
Total
but
coming
can I
into
do that
the year,
now?
Oh my gosh. Their win total at the beginning of the year was 105.5.
And they have 88 at this very moment.
Told you to hammer the under.
Or no, they don't play tonight. So yeah, 88 going into Tuesday. 6 games to play.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways.
I'm just going to write, so I don't have to put all of this ink on my hand. I'm just going to put ND for Nate Dodgers. So that I'll remember.
That's not going to make any sense to you.
Sure it will. I'm going to think back.
shot.
Why do I have ND on my hand? Oh,
What
yeah.
does Nate stand for? What does ND stand for? Nate
I just told you, Nate
I don't think
Dodgers.
you remember it. When are you going to pull this? When are you going to write it down?
Well, I'll have to do it tonight after we finish recording. I'm going to have to pull that receipt. Or tomorrow. It's just so it lasts long enough to where I can get to a piece of paper. It doesn't even have to like carry over into the morning. I just gotta like, before bed. Oh, let me jot or let me put a reminder in my phone to pull
Not a
that
big
receipt.
hand washer, are we?
I am. That's my point. Is that it doesn't have to carry over to the morning. Because presuming I would have already washed my hands multiple times by then. Holy cow! You're just mad
sometimes.
that you're just mad I called Judge a weenie in the group chat. That's all.
Yeah. Well, you pissed me off.
Well, he is a weenie.
He's not. You're just jealous
Of what?
that we have someone this
All of-
legendary on our team, and you have a bunch of scrubs.
What is that even?
Yes.
Okay, we're both fighting for the same thing at this point. I'm not entirely sure why having quote unquote legends on your team makes any difference. Anywho's, let's just go ahead and give the division to the Jays. Shout out to the Jays. Props to the Jays.
I'm not gonna say don't
Mad props.
loop me into this.
Mad props to the Jays. Congratulations on your first division title since 2015.
I can't wait. This gives me some extra juice. This gives me extra motivation for another receipt to be pulled.
Well, you're only gonna have to wait a week.
So you want your Red Sox to lose? That's what you're saying?
What?
Blue Jays play the Red Sox, so what are you hoping for out of that series?
You can still win. You're up. The Jays are up 2 games on you. You can still win the division by not in a scenario where we're not just part of a bloodbath. Like there's ways for this to play out. Okay, to where we can both come out of this alive.
I see.
But anyway, congratulations to the 2025 American League East Division champions, the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's get it up.
No.
Anywho's, props to the Jays. As I mentioned, the Dodgers.
I don't want to talk about them either.
Dodgers clinched on Friday, so a few days ago, but they were able to do it in Clayton Kershaw's regular season finale. So good on the Dodgers for making the most of the event and not choking it away on a pretty special night.
Neat stuff.
It's like pulling teeth with you sometimes.
Well, that's what happens when you piss me off.
Okay. Yeah.
You said they were boring, but we've spent 12 minutes on it. 9 of which focused on the Blue Jays. You said, let's get the boring stuff out of the way.
That's
it's
fair.
still not out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, now that they're like officially in, I was kind of holding out hope for like, okay, once the Dodgers are officially, they were going to be in the dance, but it's like once they're officially in the postseason, let's see how my perception of them changes, if at all. It didn't.
Right.
Still feel the same way about the Dodgers. So
Same.
It's fine. We don't need to talk about it.
Perfect.
Stop trying to get me to talk about the Dodgers.
Done.
I don't want to talk about the Dodgers. Stop.
You got it.
Like, I'm just trying to move on and talk about like the Mariners sweeping the Astros, but you're like, no, let's talk about the Dodgers. I'm like,
right.
That's all we do is talk about the Dodgers.
Right.
Any thoughts on the Kershaw finale though, before we move on?
It was cool. It's cool to watch.
I love when they let a guy like that take the rubber.
Yes, that was cool. Like seeing his kids like swing that giant pickaxe.
Yeah. Like that's think about it. It's such a niche thing in sports. Like, okay, you go home. I'm like football. I don't know. Maybe there is a good example in football, but like you're really just going away with
post.
That's my point. You're really just walking away. Chances are you're just walking away with a game ball or some commemorative thing. But like
Tom Brady
baseball,
doesn't have an entire goalpost in his man
correct.
cave.
I mean, his home probably is big enough that would allow something like that. I'm guessing, but baseball, very, very niche ways to commemorate things. I like that.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah, I agree.
The Mariners, as I mentioned, sweeping the Astros.
Surprised. I did not see a sweep coming.
No, but did you not have them winning the
M's.
series?
I took M's.
Well,
I said they were going to win the division.
Technically not, because I had you walk it back, right?
No.
On record.
You made me commit, and I committed.
No, I'm saying this not who wins the division, who was going to win that series. I think you were like,
I
M's.
said it. I said fine. I'll just take both. I'm going to do the M's on both. You're going to win the series and the division.
You lying to me right now?
I mean, I'm like 60% confident in that.
That's what I would expect you to say.
Let me do some research.
Either way. Oh, you're pulling up the transcript. Either way, credit to you for believing in the Mariners, because I'm on record as, what did I say? I said, I'm still, where's that quote? Where's that quote graphic? I said, I'm still going Astros. The Mariners went on a 9-game winning streak and still only have a 1-game lead.
Right.
Albeit they did cough up the lead. I think the Astros evened it up, if I'm not mistaken. But then this series this weekend just threw that out the window.
Sure did.
Any luck on that receipt?
Not
it wasn't
quite.
It wasn't just that the Mariners swept the Astros. It was the fashion in which they did it. The Astros didn't lead for any part of this series.
Yeah, it looked dominant pretty much the whole time.
And
the offense looked good. Like, the offense looked good.
Yeah, they had no, that was, I think Pena had a grand slam. I was going to say that they had a couple grand slams, didn't they? No, but it was, I think, J.P. Crawford and then Pena on the other side. But yeah, that's that. I don't want to say a choke job, but that's a real letdown for the Astros. Like, you had a chance to invite the Mariners into Daikin. What?
Fine, I'll just commit. I'll just say the Mariners are going to win the series and the division.
Whatever.
Come on.
Whatever.
Let's play it out loud, can I? Play, man.
Fine, I'll just commit. I'll just say the Mariners are going to win the series and the division. Are you happy?
Ha ha ha! That feels good.
Whatever. So the Astros had the opportunity to invite the M's into Daikin.
I
hate it so much.
I hate it. I didn't even want to hear you say it, and it nails on chalkboard when it came out of your mouth. It's not cool.
Here's the thing.
Hosting it. We're gonna run the postseason out of Daikin. Like, sucks.
The World Series runs through Daikin. Shut up. No, it doesn't. No, the thing that I hopping off real quick, just a little side note tangent. When it comes to ballpark names, I just hate corporate names.
Sure.
But if you've had a corporate name that either you've just had for long enough of a period, or you just have a corporate name that just works, Minute Maid Park just works. I don't know why.
It worked.
It just it does. We got used to it. But Daikin, I'm sorry. No.
Did we ever find out what that is?
Yeah, it's a
Like a generator.
Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's a Japanese
Air conditioning unit.
Air conditioning. I was going to say refrigeration. I think it's air conditioning. Yeah. Company. Like,
Okay.
what are we doing?
Yeah,
Anyways.
at least make it like, give me some, I don't know, Cheerios or like Frosted Flakes or Kellogg's. Kellogg's ain't bad. Kellogg Park.
I could get on board with that. Kellogg's Park. Yeah, see, that kind of just works.
That helps.
That just works.
Dr. Pepper Park. Now that. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that for sure.
I already know the answer because I know how you feel about Dr. Pepper, but I would be intrigued. I'd want to put it up to a vote. Coca-Cola Park or Dr. Pepper Park?
I think the Dr. Pepper Park, like the way it's fun to say. You know.
Dr. Pepper Park. Yeah. I kind of like that. I mean, I'm just thinking though, like Coke being the classic that it is.
Sure.
I mean, that's
Sprite Stadium.
No, see, I don't like stadium. I like it being park, field, anything but stadium.
That checks out.
What if we brought grounds back into play?
I think someone needs to be like Folgers Grounds. Are you kidding me? I need a freaking job.
That reaction. Holy cow. I thought you short-circuited there for a second.
Folgers? Is that still a thing?
They would if they went Folgers Grounds.
Like Keurig Grounds. Like that works.
No, you got to lean into just the American blue collar Folgers.
Yeah.
What was their jingle again? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
That's right. You got to sing it though.
What a jingle. I'm not singing it. Wow. I wasn't even thinking coffee when you said that. I was just like, what's something G that would really
He immediately
work
came
with
to mind.
this?
Yeah.
Well done. Well played, sir.
Yeah. Checks out. It's kind of like your steel stadium.
I mean, that
goes against what you just said, though. You contradicted yourself a little bit.
Well, I'm not the one that came up with the stadium. Like that was pre-existing. Hey, you don't have to scream at me.
Hey,
just take it easy, man.
How come McDonald's doesn't have a stadium yet? That's pretty weird.
They're above that. They don't
You
need
think?
that. Oh, yes. They're so above that.
I think State Farm pulls in more money than McDonald's. Out there scamming people.
Yeah, insurance is
Scam.
Fraudulent.
Folgers Grounds. I don't even. I need nothing else until then. Honestly.
Literally, don't even bother me with other stadium suggestions. That's
I will
it.
settle for nothing less. If one of these expansion teams doesn't commit to that, fully out.
That's fantastic. Anywho's, so Daikin sucks. And apparently
the Astros.
I was gonna say, so do the Astros.
Did you download new fart sounds? You said you were going to.
That's on me. I need to. It's been a busy week. Haven't had a chance to. Hey, you have my word. Tuesday.
Okay.
September 23rd.
Okay. All out.
A fart variety pack is incoming.
Unlocked a new pack.
So
one negative thing I saw, Brian Wu got hurt. Have you?
Well,
I didn't see how serious that was.
That's what I was gonna say. Can we say that he was like hurt? I know I saw it was a pec thing. I'm guessing on the throw inside. Yeah,
he was on his way.
I don't know what's the latest on that.
He's throwing a gem.
Does this sweep change? I mean, at this rate, where are we at in the division? 3 games up, 6 to play.
Done.
Okay, done. So not necessarily what I was going to ask because I felt like we were on the same page with that. Does this change your thoughts on their positioning or not positioning, but their potential in the postseason with the way that they've strung together this September run?
These last few weeks, I think, should let everyone and their mother know that we have no idea what's happening in the AL. We have no idea. There's no one. We can't predict any of this. Any of this.
Just lump the National League in there. Nobody like this whole month is just proving that nobody, at the end of the day, nobody knows what they're talking about.
It's
and we have to
insane.
remind people every year of this because everybody is so certain that they know ball. Nobody knows ball.
Everyone's so certain that we're wrong. And they're right. We're all wrong.
Correct.
No one knows. RIP to more teams too, by the way. Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know. I think the AL is up for grabs. I think this is the right time to get hot, by the way, where we talk about like when do you want to get hot? When do you want to carry the hot streak into the postseason? Now is then. Now is now. Now is then doesn't work as a saying.
Yeah,
technically.
but while I agree that this is the time to get hot, the Mariners have won 14 of 15. I fear that can only sustain itself for so long. Like the law of averages don't really allow for that to continue on for much longer.
Well, they're going to take 2 out of 3 against the Rockies, minimum. Then they host the Dodgers. I feel like that's a good way for a hot streak, to like
play a gritty 3-game set right before. Yeah.
To like the reigning champs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Where it's like, yeah, you may have locked. They'll probably have the division locked up by that point, but let's prove yourself a little bit. And even if the Dodgers don't view it that way, and I doubt they will, the Dodgers aren't looking at the M's like they need to prove anything. But I think the Mariners are probably going to look at the Dodgers and be like, yo, this is a good test. This is like a good way to head into the postseason. So I think this is the right time to get hot. They're hot. And I'm feeling pretty good about them. Their offense is like proven to me that they're legit. Some would say too legit to quit.
They're saying that.
So yeah, I could see them going a little deep. This is the team that I told you no one wanted to face. Their rotation is disgusting. And now that the offense has gotten figured out, who, by the way, Gino Suarez hasn't even fully tapped into himself.
He's been kind of cheeks.
Yeah.
Really since he got to Seattle.
Yeah. So I don't know, dude.
Actually, no, I think he's just been straight up cheeks. I don't think there's any
I don't think there's
kinda
it's not
or
really
sorta
kinda
about it.
It's not really kinda.
Yeah, not kind of cheeks, just cheeks.
Yeah.
Kind of alluded to it earlier, but we need to talk about the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
How can I put this politely?
Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? You know that one?
No.
What are we kidding me?
15 and a half games. Joke,
Was that what it was?
Jokes
Really?
is like, yes, jokes aside.
When?
Does it matter?
Not as much as I thought when I asked the question.
15 and a half games at any point of the season should be enough to get you home.
Yeah. Yeah.
To navigate the waters to the postseason. And now we're looking at a chance. We're looking at a possibility of the Tigers not even being in the postseason after being up 15 and a half games. Are you kidding me? What a joke. And, you know, if we're going to be pulling receipts and patting ourselves on the back this episode.
I like that. Keep going. Continue.
What did I say? I mean, not that it's groundbreaking, but just proving my point. What did I say about what the Tigers had to offer from a pitching standpoint? Nothing. And what did I say about the lineup beyond Riley Green? Nothing to write home about.
That's
so
right.
to be honest with you, I didn't really know how they were stacking so many wins this year.
That's right.
But they stacked enough to make everybody believe that, oh, this is just going to be a runaway team. We don't have to worry about this team until late September or revisit this team until late September. Well, we're revisiting them, but for the wrong reasons. You know why? Because they have all but blown a 15 and a half game lead, and that's embarrassing.
They are 1-9 in their last 10. The Guardians are 9-1 in their last 10. And if you were curious, yes, they do line up to play each other tomorrow for a 3-game set. And the Guardians lead that season series 6-4 at the moment. The Guardians are playing with house money.
If the Guardians, I saw this tweet today, shout out LJ7 on Twitter. If the Guardians overcome the Tigers' 15 and a half game lead to win the AL Central, it'll be the biggest comeback in Major League history. Largest deficit ever overcome to win a division was 15 games by the 1914 Boston Braves and the 1978 Yankees.
Wow.
Are you kidding me, Tigers?
Historical.
Like, I know I said what I said about your lack of pitching and your lackluster lineup. But 50, I need people to really try to wrap their heads around this. Like, just, I would say close your eyes and picture this. But if you're driving, don't do that. But if you're in a safe spot where you can, close your eyes and think about that number. 15 and a half game lead. I'll say it again in case you haven't heard it yet. In case you've maybe been distracted. You're doing chores, doing the dishes. 15 and a half games. I don't care how well the Guardians have been playing. You have no excuse for missing the postseason this year, Detroit Tigers. And I'll be honest with you, if we go back to the episode of like scariest versus least scariest contenders, what did I say about the Tigers?
You said they were not scary.
I said, past Tarek Skubal, what do they have to offer? What about the Detroit Tigers is giving you any reason to believe that they are going to do anything should they make it in? And we did that episode with the assumption that they were going to be in, like we said, not even having been made fully aware of this collapse quite yet. It wasn't really until this past weekend where I looked at the standings and I'm like, wait a minute, am I reading this right? And so here we are with 6 games left.
I do remember having a conversation that they like. That's right, because I was looking at their expanded like records, like verse, like division, day, night, all that kind of stuff. And the 1-run games where I think where we were talking about that, they were like 20-3 or something like that.
Yeah, I remember you brought that up.
And I was like, they're like 1 run away 1 or 2 runs away from having like
23
the reverse
times.
record. Yeah, that. Like that's interesting. That's worth noting in my mind.
I mean, the takeaway ultimately was that like the better teams win those close games. But to your point, it's just it speaks to
how
the
I don't
nuance.
think people really genuinely understand how close competition the entire league is with each other. You know what I mean? Like, I think for the outside of the few outlier teams that are just horrendously bad, the White Sox and the Rockies, like everyone is like, this is still a major league team. And I tell my father-in-law that all the time because I mentioned it on here. He like bugs me on bets. He's like, I need something to bet on tonight before the football season. He's like, I need something to bet on tonight. What do you got? And I'm like, dude, it's a freaking coin flip more often than not. That's why we play 162. Because like it has to be a marathon. It has to be this long. You have to let things kind of play out because anything can happen on any given night. And I think people genuinely forget about that.
It's like that. As you're explaining this, it reminds me of that point they talk about, like with the Earth's axis, where it's like if you moved it a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a degree, we're getting launched into outer space well, I mean, we're in outer space, but you know what I mean. We're just getting launched on a trajectory that's beyond recognition, gone forever. It's the same thing that goes
We're
with
like
these
an inch closer to the sun. We'd burn up.
Evaporate into thin air.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with this.
Shout out God, you know.
Shout him out. Shout him out. It's like this. It's like with baseball, though. To your point, if the Tigers would, let's just say that they, okay, actually, let's do this. I'm curious. You said it was like
time?
20-3. Is that what you said it was?
They're now 20-10, but I don't know how much of that has happened in the last few weeks. But I feel like when we did that like when we were on that episode, I think they were like 20-3. It was something ridiculous like that in one run games. Now they're 20-10, and that probably is associated with their, this 1-9 stretch that they're in.
If you flip, let's just say 10 of those wins, they're a third place team in the Central.
Yeah. And it's weird to like play that if game because like that, and that's the conversation we had a few weeks ago. It was like, obviously good teams are going to come out and win those. And It's like a win is a win. A home run's a home run, whether it's by an inch or, 120 feet, it's a home run. I get that sentiment, but at the same time, it's like, if this is all that's deciding them, and you look at their run differential, I know that doesn't tell the entire story. I know we can't entirely relate on that.
The only team in the Central with a positive run differential,
which is crazy, but it is very like the Rangers have a better run differential. There's plenty of teams with a lot better.
Third place Boston Red Sox, better run differential.
Teams. Yeah, I think they're lucky to be in that division. I think that plays a big role in it. What are they in division?
I mean, this would have
29-20.
This would have to be like there's no way of getting around it. This would have to be the biggest collapse of our lifetime, right? I mean, based on what I just read.
Yeah, I mean,
but just like optically,
should be studied.
We were talking about this being the best team in baseball at certain points throughout the year, and now they're in danger of missing out altogether. I genuinely can't fathom what's happening right now in Detroit.
Let's go Guards. I root for chaos. Let's go Guards.
Honestly, I'm really rooting for that. Did you say no? You were talking about the. Do they have what's the tiebreaker situation there with the Guardians?
They currently are 6-4 in that matchup.
Okay, that's right. I thought that's what
Guardians
okay.
are. So, if the Guardians get swept, they're in trouble. Obviously, that's not something that can happen.
The Guardians get swept. It's over. It's over.
But
it's Jover.
If they take 2 out of 3, if they manage to take 2 out of 3, they'll obviously lead the division and lead the matchup tiebreaker wise. If they lose 2 out of 3, how does that work?
Who did they if they lose 2-3, which means wouldn't they be down 2 games at that point?
No, they'd be 7-6 in that matchup.
Oh, you're talking about the tiebreaker.
Yeah. They'd be 7-6 in that. So they still have that. Obviously, I don't think as a Guardians fan you'd want that, but
oh,
'cause I
you're
think
saying
they'd have
you're
to
saying, and then
return-
you're saying we'd have to see how the last series.
Yeah, and
finishes
then
out.
they'd have to
Right.
like likely sweep the last series and bank on the Tigers losing 2 out of 3. I mean, it would be a lot of weird combinations on things. But
Who did they finish up with? Rangers, Guardians.
Yeah.
Rangers playing for nothing but pride at this point.
Yeah, they're done.
Toast. Riding a 7-game losing streak. That's sad. Hey, but to counter that, the Braves won 8 in a row.
And they got Charlie Morton back. So
Yo, World Series back on. How about it? Which reminds me, there was who was it? Fox Sports MLB put out a tweet. So Charlie Morton is set to return to the Braves per Mark Bauman, whatever. I said World Series back on. These people vote, I would guess, assuming this person is old enough to vote. Responds to me with a screenshot of the graphic that has like what's his face? Blooper. It says eliminated from postseason. And he puts 4 question marks. And I said, that's a lie. And then he responds to me with a screenshot of the NL East standings. Responds with 6 question marks. And I'm like, the Braves are literally going to the World Series now that they brought back Charlie Morton. Haven't heard back. So he must be, honestly, this person must be trying to figure out how that's mathematically possible. So he might be on this for a while, but
you were the originator of rage baiting.
I mean, you can't be serious though, right? Like if you follow baseball even remote, like if you know how the standings work, you know that the Braves have been out of this for some time. So
I think your sarcasm is quite terrifyingly convincing sometimes. It is.
you can't be serious. Like,
Your
okay,
levels
sure,
of sarcasm are scary.
that might be true, but are we? Whatever. I don't want to. We don't need to go down this anymore. I'm just saying. If I saw me say that, I'd be like,
Joke.
good one. Move on.
Mm.
But bro's trying to break down
Possible
why
Mets
it's
fan? Did you look into that?
Phillies fan.
There it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
Sad, man. These people vote. That should alarm people. I'm serious. That
These
should
people
really
get
alarm
in a
people.
car and drive. That's
These people are in society. Like they're all around you. And it's not just this one person. It's more people than you think. Just spend 10 minutes on social media. These are real people. Outside of the bots, you can sift through the bots, but once you realize like, oh, this is a real person, you'll be surprised at how many of these people are just running around, just living life.
That's right.
Anyway, speaking of running around, the Reds might run around and just find themselves in October. Are you kind of pulling for the Reds right now?
If it means
Chaos?
they beat the Mets, yes, and chaos.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, chaos is great, but I'm with you.
That's way funnier. The Mets
Oh, absolutely.
being eliminated is way funnier than chaos. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Now that we kind of talked Mets. What's worse to you? The Tigers collapse with a 15.5 game lead, or the Mets $40 million payroll?
What's more historical?
Just what's worse to you? What's worse?
I think the Tigers just by a pubic hair.
This is obviously going off of the assumption that in this scenario, if neither team made it, which
Right.
one would be worse?
Yeah, just ever so slightly, the Tigers. But the Mets are funnier. It's always funnier. Like, if they both get eliminated, it'd be like, I understand what the Tigers did. I understand that that's historical, but like, this is funnier.
If the what did I s- what were the odds for the Mets to make the playoffs? It was stupid at one point.
I'd
wasn't
like
it?
to, I think we maybe, by the way, just a quick little pod thought. I think it's probably about that time that we do a little like poll or check, like a quick little temperature check. Not temperature check. What is it? Consensus. That's what we need
Yep.
on who our listeners, what their favorite teams are. I would guess the Mets are very low as far as the number of listeners and fans.
Yeah, I mean,
we
with the
have
amount
that
of
are Mets.
slander that we've put forth, that we lost that fan base a long time ago.
Are we calling it a loss?
You mean like
I
are we
would-
just cutting ties basically?
I would just say we've avoided that fan base for a long time.
Yeah.
I think there's a good way to spin it.
Braves fans love us. They get under our skin, we get under their skin, but I feel like there's just a mutual like
Yeah, it's that gif where you're just like, boom. Where you're just like the meme where they're like shaking hands. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both hate the Mets. No, but honestly, every nice thing, if the Mets choked us away, every nice thing I've ever said about the Mets since their most recent Metsing goes out the window. Which for I guess is like the last, we'll just say like we'll call it the last 2 years. Every nice thing I've said about the Mets goes out the window if you choke this way. There's no way you should have choked this away.
Yeah. Spent $500 million this year.
But no, the Reds. I'm with you. If the Reds are the reason it happens, frankly, I don't care if they get swept out of the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
Doesn't
that would
matter.
make it better.
I agree.
I'm not gonna lie. That would
took
make it
your
better.
Spot, I burned it.
I didn't care to.
It's like, yeah,
I didn't care to try.
no. That's like when the Joker in the Batman movie just lights that entire pile of cash on fire. He's like, I don't care. That's the Reds.
That's what
Don't
we're talking
care.
about.
I stole your spot. I don't even want it.
I
burn it.
literally do not want to play another baseball game beyond this series. We are out. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful spot though. The Reds, I saw today, the Reds' odds of making the postseason have increased from 4.3 at the beginning of the month to 41.6. Here's what I love though about this situation for the Reds. They are in control of their destiny. I mentioned it earlier. They own literally all the tiebreakers they need. They own the tiebreaker over the Mets. They own the tiebreaker over the D-backs. And I want to say they own this one. I'm not sure about. I want to say they own the tiebreaker against the Giants, but I don't know that necessarily matters in this scenario because I feel like a lot would have to happen for that to to shape out. But doesn't matter. They control their destiny, and it's a beautiful thing to see them handle their business. Giants are 3 back, by the way.
Quick question, since we're like far out enough to where it's like it could be a pretty bold prediction. Will we or won't we have a game 163?
I don't think we can have that anymore. I thought they
Is it impossible?
Yeah, I thought they adjusted the system so that doesn't happen anymore.
At all?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we've talked about this.
I kind of hate that.
Let me confirm.
You do that. I hate that, though. Obviously, I don't know ball.
Yeah, no more 163s. Yeah, we talked about this. This was years ago. Back in they got rid of them back in 2022.
It was when they dropped from 19 games division matchup.
Well, it was
13.
it was when they expanded the postseason. That's the correlation.
Whatever.
What a stupid rule.
All right. Well, good prediction. It won't happen. Moving on.
I'll go ahead and predict that there will not be any game 163s.
I mean, if you throw 10,000 plus 10,000 odds on it, I'll throw $5 on that.
I will. I will go ahead and say, knowing your luck, they would. They'd be like, actually, guys, we're gonna walk this back.
What is that? What is that Kevin quote where he's like, "I'll give you 10,000 to 1 odds." He's like, "Whenever there's 10,000 to 1 odds, you have to take that bet." That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, he's talking about Leo DiCaprio winning an Oscar or something. Yeah, they'd be like, you know what? You spoke up, we listened. We're bringing it back.
They do listen
with less than a week's notice.
Yep.
It'd be making some money off that. But no, the Reds. I'm excited
for it.
I hope they do it, man. Although it really sucks for them the rest of the way out. They've got a 3-game set starting Tuesday against the Pirates, in which Hunter Green, who you would love to just chalk up or chalk in as an automatic win, chalk up as an automatic win.
I think it's
going up against Skeens. So, I mean,
be a fun game to watch.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Definitely. But outside of that, you're just going to have to, I mean, I'm not saying that he's not capable of doing it, but it's just, I mean, that's a tall ask. So you're going to have to figure out elsewhere in that series, scrounge up a win or two. But then they've got Milwaukee. But maybe you catch a Milwaukee that's resting, a Milwaukee that's
napping,
easing up.
Yeah. It's possible.
They have not beaten Milwaukee in a series since 2022, though. So
they're due. One could argue.
All right. Well, before these final 2 series to close out the regular season take place, do you have any takes? Do you have any predictions? Do you have anything that, not even predictions, do you just have anything that you want to be on record before Sunday night or Monday morning?
That's actually weird.
Right? A week from today.
Weird postseason baseball.
Well, not even, no, because they give him a day, don't they? Or is it literally Monday?
A week from tomorrow. Does it start on Tuesday?
Does the wild card start Monday?
Please hold. MLB postseason schedule. Tuesday, September 30th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be useless at work next week.
What was I gonna say? A week from today, there will be countless teams that will be in vacation mode. That's weird. That is weird. I know this happens this time of year every year, but it's always weird when it's upon us.
I am going to say sneak attack from the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, we didn't even really talk about the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
You think the D-backs sneak in?
Sneak attack. They take the Reds and the Mets down.
Wow. So you're getting me all excited about the Reds, and then you're
I know,
like,
I'm sorry.
pull the rug out. Here you go, D-backs.
Is that too bold?
Well, they
Well,
have.
because I had them winning the World Series this year, and part of me is like, yeah, maybe.
You gave them the division, didn't you?
I did.
Hey, anything can happen.
Anything. I mean, they're only 9 back.
Anything can happen. Well, they do. I mean, speaking of which, they finish out the season 3 with the Padres and 3 with the Dodgers and then 3 with the Padres.
Correct.
So,
those are important games.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be
Wow.
That's a tough ask for a team to pull a sneak attack.
Look at the Marlins just hanging on, not getting eliminated.
I love that.
That's huge.
Let's go Marlins.
Yeah. 9-1 in their last 10. Never say die.
What is they have to be in a situation where it's like you could win out.
Yeah.
But like if one team wins on Tuesday,
Yeah, done.
you're done, right? Like they have to be.
Yeah.
They got to be like right there.
Yeah, they gotta be.
Dude, if they would, hey, say what you will about the Marlins, but if they go
6-0.
No, if they go 5-1 to finish out the year, that's a 500 season. Hey, tip of the cap.
Big steps being taken.
Tip of the cap to the Marlins. So that's your take? No, I think it sounded like you walked that back.
I kind of walked it back. Oh, I mean, I'm going to keep riding the guards over the Astros thing. I'm just going to ride the guards out. I think I'm going to ride the guards out in the division, and then the Tigers are going to take that last wild card spot, and the Astros are toast. How's that?
Run that by me one more time.
Houston out. Guardians win the division, but the Tigers take that last wild card spot.
Wow, you're giving the division to the guards.
I am.
So
they're about to face each other. We're going to know immediately.
So your take is a 3-headed monster. You've got the guards winning the division, and consequently Tigers choking up the division, but not choking up the postseason entirely.
Right.
Snagging the last wild card spot.
Right.
Therefore, ergo, Astros miss out.
There you go.
Man,
how's that?
I'm gonna have to eat crow with that's the Astros Mariners situation, as I mentioned. But that's a good take. I like that.
Sure. What you got anything?
I'm gonna say. I mean, I think I kind of talked myself into it. And it's at this point, it's not all that spicy, but I've got the Reds. Honestly, I like the scenario we mapped out. That's my, well, I mean, we're getting into postseason predictions at this point, but I see the Reds being the bouncer to the Mets saying, no, you're not welcome here. And then proceeding to get swept out of the wild card series. That's my take.
Well, I think what's one of like the things to think about is that I believe, I mean, barring something weird, the Dodgers are for sure going to be the 3rd seed in the NL. They're for sure not getting
correct
a first round bye. So whoever's dealing with that last wild card spot is going to be dealing with the Dodgers.
I mean, mathematically,
it's not a certainty.
It's like 99%. I'm just saying, like there is
they're
a
4 games back
technically.
from the Phillies.
Right. So they'd have to be like winning out, losing out kind of deal.
Yeah.
So not likely, but yeah, I'm with you. They're going to have to be dealing with the Dodgers, whoever it is.
Yeah. And the Reds just go down, man. Like Titanic. Just
Poetic.
yeah. I ain't going far, but I know the Mets aren't going at all. Let's get some t-shirts made up.
Oh, I need them rocking that. Like showing up to Dodger Stadium. We're not going far, but Mets aren't going anywhere at all. I love that. That's beautiful. Last night,
if that happens, that'll have to be the name of the episode on Sunday.
fair enough. Ooh,
Deal.
Reds, please come through. Come through. Anything else on the playoff picture before we get out of here?
No, sir. No, sir.
Last note from me, closing the book here. Mike Trout joining the 400 club. Pretty cool. I'm sure you saw it. The guy that caught it just wanted to, I think he got 3 signed bats, maybe something else signed, maybe not, but he got the signed bats and then just wanted to play catch with Trout.
I got an issue.
I already know what your issue is.
You couldn't throw a glove on.
Yeah. He asked. You heard him in the video, like, yo, is your glove down there? But I'm like, just make an effort. Go grab a glove.
Go get a glove. What are we doing?
Like, this isn't a 6-year-old coach pitch. Like,
yeah. And you're not tossing a Nerf football around. Go put a glove on.
yeah, that's.
You want to have a catch? Let's have a catch.
Let's have a catch. If you're going to have a catch, have a catch.
I don't
That's
like
not
that.
catch.
I mean, look, like no disrespect, but like Mike Trout, man.
No disrespect, but like be better, Mike.
It's a big moment for that. If that's what he's specifically requesting, do it right.
Yeah, like come on. Like I said though, he did ask. He's kind of asking around, like, "Yo, is your glove down there?" But it seemed like that was kind of the only effort that was put into it. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Here's your-
Clubby could have gotten that glove in 30 seconds. I ain't buying it.
Yeah.
Yes, late. And how many tosses were there?
Yeah, that's obviously more for the guy that caught the ball and less for Trout. But like because of that, it's got to be weird for Trout to be like, all right, so like how long we doing this, or can I go now? I'm not like putting words in his mouth, but you got to think that maybe he's kind of thinking that like, all right, man, this is like cool. This is a cool request. I'm like props to this guy, but like how long do I got to be out here for doing this? Because that wasn't really specified.
I just think he could have done better.
That's the theme of society these days. We all think everybody around us could do better.
Just do a little better.
But
Mike.
you're right. You're right. I just put a glove on, man. Just put a glove on.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's my only gripe. I mean, I forfeited, I don't know, 6 figures so I could play catch with you.
Yeah.
You think you could throw a freaking glove on? I forfeited my kid's college fund just to have a catch with you, but you couldn't throw a glove on for me. Perfect. Sounds good. I would have whizzed one at him, dude. I would have let one eat. You're not putting a glove on? Take this.
Have fun on the IL for the remainder of the season. Oh man. Real quick, what would you have if that's you, specifically catching this
I
ball?
saw that question going in the group chat. It's tough, man.
400th homer for Mike Trout. This isn't just anybody's 400th. It's Mike Trout's 400th. We obviously know what that comes with. Not that Joe Joe Schmoes are hitting 400, but you know what I mean. Like it's one of the game's greats.
Yeah, I mean it's Mike Trout. Did we see anything about like what the value would be of that ball?
I mean, not to sound super ignorant, but and not that I'm trying to like belittle the accomplishment, but like it's not 500, it's not 600, it's not set like 400 is a lot. Don't get me wrong.
What would you say?
I don't even know, but that's what I'm saying is like if I'm not immediately being like, oh, that's at least like 500K, that tells me that the number probably isn't all that much. Hold on. Let's see what the Twitter heads are speculating. Mike Trout? No. I don't know. There's no. All right. This is according to Grok because apparently somebody asked, oh, here you go. What is the potential value of this ball? You know, take it with a grain of salt. It's Grok. But Grok says milestone home run balls like Mike Trout's 400 typically fetch 5 to 6 figures at auction. Potential values anywhere from 10 to 100,000. I saw somebody say that it was potentially appraised at 20K, which would put it in that range. I don't know where these people are getting these numbers from, but
all right, let's just say you have an offer for 40K.
Can we say clean 50?
Clean 50. You got a clean $50,000 offer that's on the table. You know that. It's been established. Don't ask me how or why it's been established, but it's been established. You caught the ball. What are you doing? What do you if you're giving it up, what are you asking for? If you're keeping it.
Wasn't I the one that asked you this question? No,
yeah,
I'm getting asked.
Around. I spun it around. 50K.
Well, right off the top, I'm gonna want like a Trout memorabilia pack. Like I'm gonna want a signed jersey. I want the whole deal. I want a jersey,
bat, ball,
helmet.
Helmet's a low key cool memorabilia item.
Oh yeah, and I don't even need the one because I'm sure the one he hit it in is going to Cooperstown, so I don't even want that one. But just give me like an autographed, a game used. What one in the bag.
Toss in something.
What do you mean financially?
No, I'm gonna need season tickets to solid seats that include free
for the Angels.
Yes, why not? What else do they got? They have nothing else to offer.
Yeah, but I don't know if.
Let me take that Tundra that's parked in left center.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Yeah, give me a bat and that Tundra. I ain't playing catch with your bare hands. Let's go. Give me that truck.
Yeah, I got to be honest. If I would have known, if they would have been like, "Hey, you can have a catch with Trout, but all the equipment's on the bus already," I'm like, Trout. Or just like no, it was on the road. So yeah, like all the equipment's on the bus. Sorry, but nothing we can do. I'm like, all right, let's come back to the table here because I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to want a memorabilia pack. I'm going to want cards signed by Trout. I'm going to want a picture with him. I'm going to want, if you're asking me specifically, I'm going to want a 15-minute interview on the pod. That's not asking much, right? Come on, what are we talking about? His time's worth a lot of money, but not, I mean, what are we doing? 15 minutes.
You're about to be free. In a week, you're very available.
You're very free.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
I feel like that's throwing the 2 season tickets, throwing a truck. I mean, that adds up to a lot, I would imagine. But
I don't think I think the truck is out, unfortunately. But
that's fair.
I think the truck is probably 60, 70K. So
yeah, if they're like, hey, we'll only give you 50K. They're like, fine. How about the truck? They're like, oh yeah, sure. No,
it's already paid off.
It's already paid off. Then just go flip it. There you go. Easy $20,000 on top.
All right. Would you give it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's, okay, here's the thing. And I know we said we're going to be real quick about this, but it brings up a good point. Somebody in the group chat made the point, and this is very valid. It depends on, I think they said, I don't remember who said it in our fantasy league. They said it depends on who hit it, like what the ball, the milestone itself, and then also who hit it. Like I responded with, if Tommy Pham is hunting down Bonds, and
Bonds is within striking distance for Tommy Pham. So
right. So if Tommy Pham is on the doorstep of career home run total, territory, I'm taking that to auction. Tommy Pham, good luck trying to get it back from me.
I agree. Yeah. I don't want to meet you anyway.
But if it's Mike Trout, let's talk. You get your ball back, but I'm gonna want something, something a little nice. That's all. Just for a fellow peasant.
What's the
measly peasant?
What's the threshold for you? Because you said 400. Nice milestone, real nice.
Oh, so you're saying like how high would I have to get before I draw the line?
I think I'm going to keep this thing because we saw the rich dude in Texas hang on to 62 from Judge's home run. He hung on to that puppy for a little bit.
Are we talking career or single season?
I guess.
Stuff?
I mean, it could be single season, it could be career. The dude that caught the Yankees, the Derek Jeter 3,000th hit home run off of David Price, he gave that back to him.
I mean, if you're a Yankees fan, how do you not give it back to Jeter?
Yeah.
Honestly, and is this common sense? I would be more reluctant to give Judge's ball back than Jeter's 3,000th hit, just because of the historical significance there, right? With Maris and all that. I mean, 3,000 hits is crazy impressive, obviously, but we're talking about a select club here with
it's the same
Judge.
thing. I think I don't know club for club size, but I feel like 3,000 hits and 400 home runs is probably very similar.
No, I was talking about Judge's single season situation.
I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, I think that's way more rare.
I'm trying to think of the cutoff. Like, I'm just looking at the 500 homer club right now. Like, Miguel Cabrera, 5'11". Am I giving Miguel Cabrera's 500th homer back? No disrespect.
No, I'm buying a new house. Paying off my debt, buying a new house.
Here's the thing. If because I know I love when baseball fans run through these exercises, like, what would I want from player X for whatever milestone? Here's the thing. There's nothing saying that these players couldn't eventually get the ball. They would their camp would have to fork out a good amount of money to get it, sure. But it's not being, you're not being like, well, you're just never getting this ball. They've got the money. Mm-hmm. Presumably, if they're in these territories, they're making good money.
That's a very interesting take because you never hear about the player trying to buy it from them. You got the money. If you want it that bad.
I mean, look at Judge, for example.
Yeah.
If that ball went to auction, you're telling me Judge with that contract couldn't afford it? I mean, I'm not telling people how to spend their money, but if you really wanted it that bad.
Yeah.
So
I think you try the other stuff, right? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, for me, if it's my hometown team, if it's my favorite team, and I know that I have the opportunity and the ability to have season tickets, I think
for sure
I'm gonna need that, and I'm probably gonna need more than just 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to
plus the memorabilia stuff because I'm a sucker
the
for
meet
that.
and greet, the memorabilia. Yeah.
I'm gonna need an AB during spring training.
Okay,
like
now
Billy
we're getting
Crystal.
a little crazy. I'm going to need you, New York Yankees, to organize it to where I can appear for every team in spring training a la Will Ferrell. So do with that information what you will.
Otherwise, this puppy's staying with me.
Otherwise, this conversation's over. Anywho's, all right, good stuff. I know we meant to keep that brief, and it went on for 20 minutes.
That's what we do. That's what we do here.
That's what we do. All right, let's wrap this thing up, and folks, buckle up. We're primed for 6 days of chaos.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have a dialogue, but I'm assuming Sunday night. I think we maybe see those last games kind of wrapping up. We just hop on, catch it fresh. Yeah.
I think that's what we got to do.
Sweet. Well,
I'm going to, speaking of scheduling.
just ruin the plan.
No, we're heading to Boston Friday morning. So
Oh, yeah.
this may have to be a thing where we record Thursday night at the conclusion of this first of 2 series that we have left. Sort of preview.
You leave Friday morning?
Friday morning. So maybe do a pod Thursday night, recap this first series, and then preview what could potentially happen over the final weekend of the season. And then we'll see you guys in October, I suppose.
All right.
So that's the plan.
Good stuff, guy. Good stuff. Good
Check
luck,
out
everyone.
Check out the shop.
Buy
grab
some seeds.
Grab some merch. Shout
Buy
out
some
Chinook.
seats.
Shout out SeatGeek. 3-0 take.
Don't go chasing girls.
We love you all, and as always, looking forward to talking more baseball with you guys soon. Until next time, stay filthy.